This I wanna nail sports to the bone. Top blogger, top YouTube channel. No matter which sports, yeah, we got it covered. Subscribe and hit the notification bell.
Greetings, my sports to the bone people. So this one is a late evening update. Hope you're all enjoying the evening. Alright, so there is this video making its rounds around social media or on social media of the West Indies players landing in Nepal and having to load their suitcase or their bags and stuff onto a truck. And the internet is split. Some people saying, listen, Nepal should have done better. Some people saying, that is nothing. I'm going to talk about it a little bit. So, as per usual, I am seeking your comments. I am seeking your opinions or your opinion on this matter. Right? Comment section is open. So let me know what you all think. Also consider subscribing to the channel if you have not yet subscribed. Alright? I'm going to see if I can insert little clippings of the video into this report that I am doing. So in the video we see the players pulling the suitcases and bags and stuff and having to put them on a truck, and then climbing up into their bus and thing. And we see people on social media saying that Nepal should have done better because this is no way to greet the international players, right? Saying that they are international players and they are there. They should have put out some more. The people in charge of Nepal cricket, even if not the Ministry of Sports or whoever, but the people in charge of Nepal cricket should have done better, right? The other side is saying that is nothing. Leave the people. That is nothing. The country is just growing in cricket, so. And probably that is how they are used to receiving sports people and things like that, But my thing is this, I can understand what the people are saying that international players arrive, you probably need to get some measures in place so that the players just transition from the vehicle that picking them up at the airport to the next vehicle. Just transition without having to worry about the bag. But I don't really see a bigger problem with it, I can understand because we're used to international standards and established teams doing it, right? We are used to international standards. We are used to established teams getting people in place, making sure that the players just walk free. If they want to stop and take a photo with the fans, they can. They don't have to be lifting bags and putting up bags. But I don't know what the structure is like over there as it relates. I mean, they are growing, the cricket is growing, but in terms of what it is like to receive people in their country to play sports, and I mean the guys eventually went into a bus that looked like one of them good tour bus there, but people had a problem with the players putting up their suitcase and the bags in the truck and all of that. I don't know what the situation is. I don't know. Sometimes federation and their workers have problems, and the workers, I'm not saying this is what happening, and the workers just choose the time when they think it's going to be the most embarrassing time to stage a protest, or don't go to work, right? So I don't know, anything could have happened, as well as it could have just be the case where this is how they do things, this is what they have available. I don't know. I am not creating a bag of problems over that. As I said, I am used to the international standard where, the players, they get first class treatment or 5-star treatment or whatever. Right? But if we're going to make a big deal out of this, we have to remember that our facilities in the Caribbean, I mean, it's not the same thing as greeting people, but our facilities in the Caribbean, when we have people from first world country coming out, we would be complaining if they I mean, I don't see anybody any official from Westin, anybody official from West representing CWI come out and bashing or saying anything. It's just fans saying stuff. Because the players probably know so I just saw the thing go. You understand? Because they play club cricket, and when they go to club cricket, you have to haul your one back behind you, you have to draw your back behind you. Then when I go Sabina Park and Kensington and all of them places, man, and see the whole of them guys who are play for Jamaica and some move and play for West Indies, drawing them back and thing. I know it's they're going overseas and thing, but you know, as I said, you don't know what sort of measure what they had that they could, if they could do any better. You understand? And probably why I'm looking at it so simply is because I man used to take up cabbage bag and chew up on my shoulder, and take up yam bag full of yam and chew up on my shoulder and carry from bush go a yard. So maybe that is why I'm looking at it like that. But you know, when you get first 5-star treatment, you appreciate it and you take it. But sometimes you're going back up in one situation where you know realize say right now this is all they can afford and this is what they can manage. You understand? You don't feel so sometimes when them English players from England and Australia and them guys come out and how they look and you know our facilities, them probably I say wait. But not even under 13 cricketers don't get these to work within in our country. What is this? You understand? And you don't really hear about a problem. As I said, it's probably not fair for me to say that because it's not the players complaining. You know, it's the fans. Because I'm saying that the fans probably understand. Right? We see the fans when they're traveling and playing international cricket. But remember the fans, no, not the fans. We see the players when they're traveling and playing international cricket. But remember the players understand that the players play only for curry gold cricket and they play only for club cricket and everything where that is not of that level. So they probably just look at it and say, you know, Nepal, the cricket is growing and this is where they're at. So probably not going to make a big deal out of it. But I see a lot of people on social media saying they should be shamed. Oh, if you're angling the international cricketers like that. And you know, as I am saying, we all watch cricket and we follow international cricket, so we understand the thing that it sort of look tacky. We understand that it look tacky, and we understand that, you know, if you're receiving an international team like West Indies, you know, you probably expect them to put out and to have somebody on board to unload. But you know, we saw one guy in the truck up there. You know, when the players pass up their bag, we saw one guy pulling the bag and taking the bags up and putting them down. You know, it's probably a case where they just didn't have another person to just take the bag and just, you know, put it to the next man that is in the truck. And as I said, the players play a whole heap of club cricket. I mean, I know club cricket is different from international cricket, so you expect standards. But what I'm saying, this is not an established cricketing nations, and they probably, you know, I'm not making excuses for them because protocols, you want to look up and understand protocols when you have international people coming through to see how you treat them and thing. But I think this is just something the fans just go and run with. And because I see people out there sensationalizing the story on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and you know, everybody just bashing one side. I'm just trying to share the other side. As I said, probably it's because I am from the country and I used to pack up, you know, cabbage bag and sweet pepper and yam and all of them bag and cap on my head, go on my yard and them thing. Why I don't see, you know, why I can probably just let something slip like that. You understand? Probably that is why I would let something like that slip. So maybe I am looking at it too soft. You understand? But I personally think that it's a learning process. You understand? It's a learning process, you know. They will probably see this backlash, and you know, next time they will say, you know, we probably shouldn't have our guests loading up and thing. You understand? Usually for established international teams, when players come in, when players arrive, you have a greeting party. You understand? If it's a representative from the ministry or whatever. We didn't see when they land in the airport, so we don't know what the greeting, we don't know what it was like. You understand? But as I said, there are a lot of people out there that go and just take the story and and post it and run with it because it is hot. But sometimes we have to give and take, you know. Sometimes we have to give and take. I always like to say we shouldn't major in minor things. You understand? And I say minor things in the sense that, you know, it's the first time they are not used to hosting like that. So we trust and hope it's a learning process, you know. So I don't really see anything in it for cause a bag of problem over, because you know our players even when we're going through airport and things, see our players drawing them bag and pushing them bag and things. So you understand, it probably look weird to see the players you know, unloading loading the bags and things, but as I said, probably it's true. You know, Iman is a countryman, so we used to good things, but when certain things don't work or we would want it, we don't really create a bag of problem over something like that. So I just putting it out there to let the Nepal people know, say, listen, I love, you know, I love. And right now we just want to see some good cricket, you know. We just want to know that the sleeping arrangement is good. You understand? We want to know that, you know, you put out the best in terms of facilities. You know, sleeping arrangement is good, transportation is good. We're not going knock, you know. You know, you guys coming up and building up the cricket. Personally, I'm not going knock, you know, for not you know, putting the picking up the bags and stuff like that. You understand? As I said, we used to it. We used to it because we following international cricket so long. But I personally don't see right now. I think if they interview the players probably say, listen, they were short of staff. And we just decided to just, you know, throw it back on the truck. I don't have a problem that, man. You know? But that is just how I see it still. You know, they are international players, so probably they want to be treated like that. Because on the flip side, maybe if they had arrived in the Caribbean or any other team arrived in the Caribbean, and that is how we did it, you know. Even us as fans, we probably would go out and say CWI should have arranged things better. So you know, it just depends, yeah, man. But I just my little take on it, that my viewers and subscribers. So going into it now, so we are there, and we want to win the games. Yeah, man, we are there, and we definitely want to win the games. You know, it's an opportunity for the players to. It's an opportunity for the players to showcase their skills, showcase their talents. You understand? It's like they're auditioning for the last couple of spots there. You understand? The last couple of spots that Sammy said is available for the World Cup squad. You know, probably one or two of the guys on that tour, they already secure a spot. You know, they probably, you know, they probably will be in the squad, but because they are not active now, you know, they just send them to go and play some cricket. But there will be a few players that they are not hammered down as yet, so it's an opportunity for them to prove themselves. Hayden Wash Jr., my people, we always want a leg spinner. We have seen Hayden Wash Jr. making a return recently, and you know, we might see Hayden Wash play a couple of games and take a bag of wickets, and then we look at it and say, boy, right now it would be good to bring a leg spinner, you know. We know the struggles that he has had. But you know, he's fighting. He's definitely fighting and trying to get himself back to the level where he once was. You understand? You know, it's just that probably because Chase is there and they have Joshua Bishop, I think Joshua Bishop is there. You know, I just would have liked to see Sinclair there. You know, I don't know what the situation is, but all in all, we're there to play some cricket. And we just want to know, say, right now, the man them play some good cricket, yeah, man. You understand? Fletcher and thing. Fletcher right now, I don't have him in my World Cup squad, but Andre Fletcher is somebody that has been a long servant of West Indies cricket. You understand? A lot of times he gets an opportunity, and you know, he really feel. So don't be surprised if he goes out there and is able to put things together and really make a bag of runs. And you know, we don't know how he going to go. But we could go and monitor it, my viewers and subscribers, and see how things work out. Just before we go, I want to say something. I spoke about Dwayne Bravo earlier today, and I just want to talk about Dwayne Bravo and Andre Russell. Now, I saw a video where Dwayne Bravo was talking with Shamar Joseph, and he was basically encouraging him and showing him some stuff and letting him know that, listen, this is, I'm assuming he was just letting him know that, listen, you're in the eye of the public right now, so you just got to keep on working. You demolish Australia, so you still need to continue working, because people will definitely be keeping an eye out for you. We go to England next, where red ball cricket is concerned, so you can imagine they are going to be watching. So good to see Bravo talking with him. I also saw Andre Russell in a video. I'm trying to remember who Russell was talking with, but he was showing the player how to go about playing those attacking shots, showing him some technique and stuff, how to clear the front foot and leave the shoulder, clear the front foot, but leave that shoulder facing the bowler in place as to keep your balance. And so I really like these things, and we know that them things that happen behind the scene. We know that in practice session the senior players talk with them and things, but it's always good, because especially when they are not from the same country, you understand, it's always good, because sometimes we see the country warriors come out and talking about it because they are not from this country. Why a man don't want to show an next man what to do, or an next man don't want the next man to get comfortable in the team. So sometimes I'm not saying that you don't have grievance and bad blood and all of them things, but it's good sometimes when you see these videos come out and they're out there sharing and helping each other, But yeah, alright, that's it, my people. Go and leave it right here. So for now, big up on yourself and stay safe. Bless up.